Welcome to DarkWhispers AI, where the shadows speak and the silence between stories hides something darker. Tonight, we bring you a legend that refuses to fade, not because it's old, but because it keeps happening. From the suburbs of America to the countryside of England, people whisper of terrifying encounters with something that wears the shape of a child, but is anything but human. They knock at your door late at night. They speak in strange monotones. They ask to come inside. And their eyes are completely black. No whites, no irises, just endless darkness. This is the chilling phenomenon of the black-eyed children. It started in the 1990s, or at least that's when people began to talk about it. One of the earliest and most famous encounters came from a man named Brian Bethel, a journalist in Texas. He was sitting in his car outside a movie theater when two boys approached his window. They looked to be around 10 or 12 years old, wearing outdated clothes and pale expressions. One of them spoke, asking if they could come in to watch the movie. But there was something off. The words were polite but wrong, too rehearsed. Robotic. Brian felt a deep primal fear. He didn't know why, but every instinct screamed at him to drive away. That's when he saw their eyes black, pitch black. He sped off, heart pounding, and later wrote about the incident. That story ignited a wave of similar accounts. People from all over the world claiming they had experienced the same thing. Always the same pattern. A knock at the door. Two children, sometimes a boy and girl, sometimes just one. Pale skin, outdated or ill-fitting clothes, a calm, emotionless voice. A request to come in, to use the phone, the bathroom, to call their parents. And those eyes, those impossible soulless black eyes. What makes these stories so terrifying isn't just the appearance of the children, it's the overwhelming sense of dread witnesses describe. People report feeling paralyzed, cold, dizzy. Some hear a low hum or static, like an old TV with no signal. Dogs hide. Electronics glitch. Time feels distorted. And the moment you say no, the children vanish. No trace. No footsteps. Just silence. Skeptics say it's mass hysteria. That the internet gave birth to a modern myth. A creepy tale repeated so often it started to feel real. But others argue that these encounters are too consistent, too specific, and too deeply disturbing to be fiction. Some believe the black-eyed children are demons in disguise, needing permission to enter your home as a form of spiritual contract. Others think they're ultra-terrestrials, entities not of this world, wearing masks of childhood to lower your guard. And a few take it further. Government experiments, shapeshifters, shadow people in training. Whatever they are, one detail keeps returning. They never force their way in. They always ask, politely, almost as if they're bound by a rule. And if you let them in, something changes. There are reports, quiet ones, of people who invited them in and later suffered strange ailments. Cancer, sudden strokes, nightmares that never stop. One woman claimed her husband let two children in one winter night. Weeks later, his hair turned white. He couldn't sleep. He was dead within months from an unknown neurological disorder. She swears it began the night they knocked. There's no proof, of course, only whispers. And that's what makes the black-eyed children so terrifying. Not because we know what they are, but because we don't. They don't chase you. They don't scream. They don't even threaten. They simply ask and wait. Some people think it's a test, a way to separate those who listen to instinct from those who fall for the illusion of innocence. Because let's face it, if a child knocks on your door and asks for help, what kind of person says no? But in this case, yes might be the last word you ever speak. So the next time you hear a knock at the door at 2 a.m. and you open it to find a boy and a girl, heads down, voices calm, before you even look into their eyes, close the door, lock it, and walk away. Because if their eyes are black, they are not children. They are something else. And they're not just knocking, they're waiting. Let us know in the comments. Do you think these encounters are real? Have you experienced something similar? And most importantly, what would you do if they knocked? Subscribe to DarkWhispers AI for more stories like this, where darkness doesn't just whisper, it stares back.